What is going on, everybody? This is my Bitcoin update. Guys, there's a lot going on in the market. I want to get through this as quickly as possible so you can get along with your day. If you like this content, please make sure that you hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment down below so that this thing trends. And I've been right all year, so why stop now? The next spot, just to give you an idea, if you want to tune out, 41,672. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you on the charts. I'm going to show you on the liquidation heat map. I'm going to show you exactly what should be coming next, and it should be imminent. This is it's not a drill. There's a lot going on in these markets right now, but let me show you what I'm talking about. This right here, if you're not paying attention, is gold. Gold just absolutely ripped in the last few hours and is now at the all-time high. When gold goes up, guess what? Bitcoin has tended to follow as well. So this is what we got right here. Now, if you move to Bitcoin, you'll see kind of trending the same way. A little bit more aggressively because there's room to maneuver. Peter Schiff just made a comment that gold is at an all-time high. Bitcoin is still down 33% from its all-time high, and that's quote unquote all that you need to know. Well, guys, look, he's right, but that doesn't tell the whole story, does it? When Bitcoin, when gold rips from 1900 to 2100 and goes up 10%. Peter Schiff thinks the world has gone back to gold and that the world is a greater place and blah, 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 blah. Bitcoin goes up 140% in 1 year, and he acts like it's still about the gold, guys. So, just keep that in mind. But here we are right now, Bitcoin trading at 40,100 exactly. And the question is, where is it going to go? Look, money flow is still coming in. RSI still moving in the green, continuing to mint new candle after candle after candle to the positive. These are the weekly closes. Guess what? We're just we were looking at a final red potential candle, and look at this. This is the green candles, 3, 6, 7. This is going to be the 8th week, potentially, if this one plays out well, of green candles, guys. That's the bull run being on. Like we're here, right? I told you guys 50,000 before the end of this year, I told you before the halving. So let's just say right around that time is when it's going to be. But let me show you on a breakdown here a little bit. Zoom in just a little bit, and you can see what's been happening here. It's just continued to absolutely send volume area very low from here to 41,705. Should make it very, very easy. On the hourly chart, you can see the breakouts were happening. I told you guys this was a liquidity pool. It shot way past the liquidity pool and then consolidated near the liquidity pool. So now what we're doing is we're zooming out to larger time frames to get an idea on the larger time frames, like where is the money? What is the big rush and what's the big push? Now, I just showed you that it goes past that big push. So I want to say that there's a possibility that we go to 42,000. But when you look right in this range right here, at 41,672. We're gonna hit the refresh on this, and then we're gonna check this area right here, and you can see 41,672, 1.26 billion. You move up just a little bit into 41.8, and you see only 325 million. So there's a big possibility that with that money kind of not being there, that we could look at a stop at 41,672. But 42 goes all the way up to 829 million in shorts getting liquidated, and then it really dries up. Right past that, you're looking at a whole bunch of zeros. Nobody set up in these positions too long for them. So what I would think is that we are probably looking for a massive surge to happen to just wreck all of these guys. And look, the come down, the correction, I think that's a thing of the past. 35,000 might be our new low. All these people sitting in this position down here at 34,000, they might have just gotten into the luckiest long of their life, especially down in this range right here. These guys are just living the dream. I think at this point, I believe that there's going to be a lot of profit for a lot of people going forward. This market appears to be sending, and it appears to not want to slow down right now. Now, there will be some correction. We are going to have some correction. It can't just continue to go up. This market has to cool off. Not only will it have to cool off, but when as one final measure right here, we do have to come over here and we do have to look at the altcoin season. The altcoin index, it's running pretty hot. It's running, and you can see right here, like if this were a regular chart, we would be talking about how it looks like it's doing this right here and this right here and this right here, and that's a bull flag. So we're looking at an altcoin season. So in order for that altcoin season to happen, Bitcoin has to cool off. Now, where does Bitcoin have to cool off for that to happen? Now, that's 41,705. This represents two things. It represents that top liquidity pool, and it represents Terra Luna's collapse. When we get past that, then the bull runs on. But I think that imminently, if we start to zoom out and we start to look at where the volume is in the upper parts of these charts, we don't see a lot except for 47.1 and then up at 60,000. So there's a lot of room for Bitcoin to just absolutely take off to around 60,000. And basically, you can see the liquidity over here. It's just very small when you look at it, but it is there on these maps. Liquidity, that is. This is the volume range profile. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I told you before, 50,000 Bitcoin. I told you 37,000 Bitcoin this year. You told me I was crazy. You told me I was nuts. Here we are at 40,000. Now I'm telling you 41.7. I'm really telling you 41,672 because that 41.7, that's a range thereabout. So, but it looks like something big is on the horizon. If gold is doing what gold is doing right now, then Bitcoin is about to follow. This is not financial advice. My name is Bleav. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again very